Next tonight, hundreds of people queued up today for their first chance to learn more about the dig that uncovered the body of King Richard III.
Earlier this week, it was confirmed that the skeleton found under a Leicester car park was that of the English king. Well, today an exhibition featuring a replica skeleton opened at the Guildhall in the city. Luke Hanrahan went along to have a look.
Dozens of people arrived early this morning to examine the evidence for themselves. It's a story which has captured the imagination of millions, attracting people from all over the world. And some waited for hours.
I said, yesterday I was going to be first in the queue, and I meant it. I'm here. So obviously, this to me is just fantastic. It's history come alive in our own city.
But I actually arrived from New York, where I live, on Tuesday. I was reading all about it in the New York Times, the front page, and I saw here, it's not on the front page, it's inside the newspaper. So it's big news in America. And it's just fascinating to me. I'm very excited to see it.
Okay, ready, here we go.
This was a moment they'd been waiting for, the opportunity to go on a virtual tour of the Richard III story.
We thought it might be busy today, but we really didn't expect a queue out the door before we even opened. That was amazing, just a great feeling that people are so behind the exhibition.
Inside, you can find out how they managed to discover Richard III's body, the science behind how they managed to prove it was him. And if you like, you can go on an interactive tour of the dead king's skeleton. Already, it's 4 o'clock. 900 people have been along to visit.
This free exhibition is expected to draw thousands more people to the city next week. And there's more to come, with plans to build a visitor centre next to the Greyfriars site, where the King's body was found. Luke Hanrahan, BBC East Midlands Today, Leicester.
Well, as we've been hearing, the exhibition aims to answer the many questions I guess we all have about Richard III.
But visitors may be left wondering how they made the exact replica of his skull. Quentin Rayner has been to Loughborough University to find out.
When it comes to turning heads, the astonishing discovery of Richard III is hard to beat. Although his bones won't be put on public display, the Guildhall exhibition provides the next best thing. Its centrepiece is an exact replica of his skull, made by 3D printing experts at Loughborough University. The university filmed its own promo of the 24-hour procedure as the skull gradually emerged out of the powder, built up layer after layer from CT scans taken at the Leicester Royal Infirmary. It's extraordinary to think it's possible, with lasers, to transform powdered plastic into a three-dimensional shape like this. And it's all down to laser sintering.
Laser sintering operates by fusing selectively each layer of a powdered plastic in sequence that we grow that entire object into a plastic model. We have an infrared laser which will impose heat onto that plastic powder and will selectively join those particles of the plastic powder together.
The team has already made a scale model of the bones and will eventually put on display a replica of the entire skeleton, which will be invaluable for future studies.
Because there's the opportunity to replicate it in a physical format, they clearly exhibit some of the battle injuries involved, so there's the opportunity for people to have a better description of the various different incidents that occurred to Richard.
With York Minster now accepting that Richard III should be reinterred in Leicester, perhaps a compromise for them would be a full-scale replica, courtesy of Loughborough University. Quentin Rayner, BBC East Midlands Today, Leicestershire.
That woke us up, didn't it? Very exciting. Now, still to come.